Yeah, hi everyone. Andrew Kerr from Network Migration here again. Just finished a meeting with our New Zealand branch, and just wanted to have a little bit of a rant, just for a couple of minutes, on applicants and clients. Well, not clients of ours, but clients that are sitting in New Zealand or immigrants that are sitting in New Zealand, and being told either by researching themselves or by advisors that they don't have a residency pathway. And the last three that we've met with that have been given this information, the information they've been given is actually wrong. They do have a residency pathway, and they've just got to think out of the box. And I'm not in any way, shape, or form being derogatory to my colleagues in my industry out there. I'm just saying that sometimes thinking out of the box and forethought is actually really, really important. Just a classic example, and I'm not going to use names, but our New Zealand LIA was contacted by a applicant who's in New Zealand at the moment that has been told by the powers that be, i.e. one of the advisors that they're currently using, is they don't have a residency pathway, so they might as well travel back to Africa. And, as you can appreciate, committing your time, your effort to relocate your family, start new jobs, put your children into new schools, etc., and then be told a year or two or three later that you don't have a residency pathway, so go back, well, it would be gut-wrenching, absolutely gut-wrenching. And, clearly if that's the case, that's the case. But quite frankly, they shouldn't have gone in the first place if they didn't have a residency pathway. So we've decided to offer completely free consultations to candidates or clients, or whether you're doing applications on your own or using other agencies. And clearly we'll never get involved in taking you from another agency because we're not allowed to. All right, we can certainly advise you, and then of course you can advise your agency accordingly, etc., etc. Or of course, if we can help, then we would contact your agency, or you would, and saying, listen, you might be wanting to move your application over to somebody else, etc., etc. And that's your call. You're the consumer, you're the candidate, you're the immigrant. So my point is not on that. We're not trying to take business off anyone. We're literally just trying to stop people being given advice which can be so disruptive to their future and to their lives. And this particular client this morning is we are going to assist, and they do have a residency pathway, and we can help them. And it was quite disappointing to see that they were given information that was really, can't be bothered really, delving too much into it, go back to your home country. Well, I suppose being an offshore agent for the last 30 years, I know what the people feel when they're leaving their home country to go to my country, New Zealand. So these consultations are going to be ongoing. They're going to be completely free. We are not going to charge for them. And either myself will do them or our New Zealand LIA, Desiree Lindeque, will do them. So if you're in New Zealand, of course, or not, anywhere in the world, and we're going to do a bit of a campaign on this, whereas do you know your pathway to residency? Yes, you know your work visa pathway, because of course, get a job offer that meets the requirements, you're in. But do you know your residency pathway? Do you? But with rules and regulations changing so much, and some of it, of course, not even being finalised yet by the Minister of Immigration in New Zealand, all right, you need to be aware and constantly aware of what your options are, and when you should start those options. So not only do you have a residency pathway, but remember, in a lot of cases, you need to work in New Zealand 1, 2, 3 years, etc., before you're eligible to apply for residency. So what's your time limit? What's your time limit to be earning 1.5 times or 2 times or 3 times, 1.5 or 2 times the minimum wage? What's your time limit on upgrading your skills or upgrading your qualifications? These are all really, really important things to know and understand so you can work towards them. So please email me, andrew@networkmigration.com, or if you're in New Zealand or that part of the world, email Desiree, Desire, at networkmigration.com, or if you're in New Zealand, just forward it to me, or your queries or questions, and I'll forward them straight to Desiree. But we're just happy to offer you free consultations on what your residency pathway is. and clearly just giving you those facts and figures so that you can make informed decisions moving forward. Thanks very much for listening, everybody. Remember my email, andrew@networkmigration.com, and Desiree's is desiree@networkmigration.com. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and if you need anything, please let us know. Ciao.